and welcome back to my channel. It has been a while, a good while. I don't think I've actually filmed a video since April, so that's a long old time. It's now November. And it's been a long time, and I will explain a bit more about that later and why I've been sort of out of action for a bit. But for now, we're off on a sunrise hike. It's a popular one, so there will be probably quite a few people about. But I better get going. It's still pitch black here, but the light will come up probably quite soon. And it is probably around 0 to 1 degrees. It's very cold. It's meant to be very clear. So let's see what this is like. So as you can probably see, it's a little bit cloudier than I thought it was going to be. But there's still lots of breaks in the clouds. So I think now would be a good time to tell you where we're headed. So, see you around there. That is Derwentwater. And we are heading up behind there to Catbells. So as I said, it's a very popular hike in the Lake District. And I've already seen quite a few people, so I'm not going to be alone up there. But it hopefully should be a nice one to do for a quick little hike and a nice sunrise. Here's the route for you, and it's a pretty straightforward one, and out and back. Start off from the small parking area at the base of Catbells and head up the well-marked path. There are steep parts, but it levels out along a very wide ridge. There's a couple of easy scrambles along the way, so make sure you're careful in icy or wet conditions. Reach the summit, tag the trig, and it's back down the same way, taking in the views on your way down across Derwentwater and over to Skiddaw. This is the first little scrambly bit, which is quite a small little scramble, as you might be able to see, but can get a bit slippy in the rain or ice, so you've got to be a bit careful on it. If you can see the path coming up there, there's actually a little path round to the left side of the rocky face, so it is a bit more path-like if you do want to follow that. You can see the 2 lumps here. The second lump there is Catbell summit. But we're already beginning to see a little bit of light coming up over here over Derwentwater. So we've just come over the first bump that I just pointed out. I switched off night mode because I don't think the picture quality is very good on that, so hopefully you can still see me. But yeah, we've come over the first bump and now heading up over the kind of ridge bit to the little climb up to the summit. And actually I think this bit is one of the best views of Catbells. And with sunrise at the moment being kind of a southeasterly direction, it might be actually nice to go and tag the summit and then drop back down here to then be looking at Catbells with the sun sort of behind it. Although saying all this, I don't know if you can see, but there is a lot of cloud up there, and the forecast was that it would be completely clear this morning, which it really isn't, is it? But to be fair, I actually prefer there being a bit of cloud when it's sunrise or sunset, because then it picks up the colours more. So yeah, hopefully that makes it nicer. But it is a lovely morning. It's quite still, not much wind, which is nice. So it's pretty cold, which makes it a lot more palatable when there's less wind chill involved. We've actually had a lot of snow last week in the lakes for a few days, and then it all got melted by slightly warmer weather. So yeah, it's been pretty cold, and there was quite a strong wind chill going on last week, so it is nice for the wind to be relatively calm today. you can actually just see a bit of the snow still left on Skiddaw. So up here, I'll do a bit of a zoom in there. So yeah, there's little remnants of snow left around, just not very much now. But it was lovely for a couple of days. So we're just on the last climb up to the summit. I've actually tried to slow down a bit because I worried I was going to be up there a bit too soon for sunrise and then have to hang out in the cold. So I've just been stopping a bit. I'll show you the last little climb. It's quite rocky, but alright, a little bit steep. But as you can see now that the lights come up a bit, the colours in the valley are so gorgeous at the moment. All the reds and oranges. This view is gorgeous. So nice looking over Derwentwater. And then the views back over to Skiddaw in the background. And then also Horsey Pike, Crysdale Pike behind, Cressmore in the background, Crag Hill. It's gorgeous. I have, like I said, tried to slow it down a bit so I don't reach the summit too early, but it is getting a little chilly. So you can see I'm just on the final little climb up to the top here. It's a little bit craggy and a few little sort of handholds. I'm doing it with one hand, so it's not too bad. Just getting a little pink glow over to the west there, which hopefully will get a bit stronger as the sun rises. I think we're about 10 minutes off sunrise or so. Just see the tip of the trig point there, peeking out. There are a lot of people on the summit. So I've just come off the summit because I'm still not very comfortable with filming in front of people. Isn't this lovely? It is a gorgeous sunrise. Look at the colour reflecting in the lake. Just dropped down off the summit to do my drone because I don't like annoying a lot of people with that, and there were quite a few people on the summit, But also this view down here, I think, looking back up to Catbells with the kind of light behind it, is really nice too. So I'm going to try and drop down and look at that. But the colours are lovely this morning. It looked all quite flat for a bit and didn't actually sort of light up properly until after the sun had risen properly, or like after the sort of time, sunrise time. Sometimes you find it does light up a bit earlier than the sunrise time, but yeah, this morning it was properly on sunrise time. But look at that colour. And this is the lovely view back up to Catbells. So I'll drop down a little more and then try and get some nice views back up to Catbells. And there is the sun just rising over the hills. Ah, it's lovely. And this is the view I really love back up to Catbells. Looking along this kind of ridge here. What a gorgeous morning. I think I might just get out the drone quickly, do a little bit more of that whilst the sun comes up. Back just further along the ridge now. Such a nice view here. Oh. It's actually quite nice in the sun as well. It's got a bit warmer. Okay, last look at Catbells before I'm going to head down now. So I thought I'd do a little sunrise hike like this to get myself back into filming videos again. I am really desperate to do a camp soon, but I haven't found the perfect time plus kind of weather to do it. But hopefully soon. I'm keeping an eye on the weather. So I would really love to do a camp again. I haven't done one for a little while. It's such a lovely morning as well, so I'm glad I came out. the rest of the week looks quite bad weather-wise. So this is nice to get this in whilst the weather is good. So yeah, I have been off taking a break for a little while. I think I might have posted a video early summer from maybe April time. But since then I just haven't been filming anything, haven't been doing any videos at all. And yeah, it's been a pretty tricky year actually. I had quite a difficult 2024 and I went into 2025 thinking, oh my gosh, this is my year. I've moved to the Lake District. You know, it's going to be good. And don't get me wrong, there have been very positive, good things about the year, but also it's been pretty difficult. At the beginning of the year I got ill and lost my hearing a bit and got tinnitus, and my hearing's actually come back. I had a mini kind of procedure on it, but my hearing's back, but I've still got tinnitus, which apparently is just not going to go, so that's fun. I've also had a few injuries. I've been kind of long-term sort of chronic things which have been going on. So I've had a couple of hamstring issues on my left side. I've got what we think is a sciatic nerve issue as well on my left side. And in August I was doing a hike on Helvellyn and my knee went, so I've actually had left knee again problems since then. So yeah, my hiking, I'm lucky I've been able to do sort of, you know, normal amount of hiking during this sort of period, but I haven't been able to run for a few months. It's kind of all chronic issues, so because they've been going on for up to a year, I think, some of them, you know, it takes some time to get them better. So I've had that. And then also, sadly, my dad passed away in September. So he's had leukemia, chronic leukemia, for quite a couple of years, and he sort of deteriorated this year and got quite ill. I was quite ill over the summer, so I was going back home, you know, to see him and help out my mum quite a bit. And then he sadly passed away in September, so, you know, I've been dealing with that too, which hasn't been the easiest of times. So it's all kind of contributed to me, you know, not being able to quite get out as much as I wanted maybe, but also just not having the sort of will or inclination to do these videos. But, you know, I love winter, really love winter, and it means it's sort of quieter on the hills generally, not Catbells maybe. But yeah, so I'm really keen to get back out in winter and start filming a few more things, start camping a bit more again, and just getting out in this beautiful, beautiful area. And I have been saying, you know, maybe 2026 is my year. But, you know, I've decided that maybe saying a year is your year isn't the best thing to do. It's probably tempting fate too much. So maybe just focus on the present and, you know, live for each day instead of thinking too much about the future, is maybe my new philosophy going into 2026. We're just coming up now to the last little sort of scrambly bit down and then the sort of path down. But this is such a gorgeous viewpoint here of the lake, and it is, you know, very still today actually. There's not much wind, like I said, so you're getting some beautiful reflections down there in the lake, and you see them there. Just zoom in a little bit. Okay, I am almost down at the car. There isn't that much further to go, so I'm going to say goodbye. And thank you for watching this, as ever. Really appreciate any support you give me doing this. I'm really pleased to be back and hopefully doing a lot more now that life has settled a bit and winter is here. I keep turning off my video because people are coming up. So that's one thing I need to get more comfortable with, is filming in front of people, which I'm not yet. And definitely not after having a break for so long. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.